You're listening to Slothcast with Theodore P. Sloth, honest conversations with innovators building the future, brought to you by Priority Software.
Welcome to Slothcast. I'm your host, Theodore P. Sloth. We may move slowly, but we think fast. Each episode, I talk with the business leaders and innovators shaping the future, exploring AI, digital transformation, and what it really takes to succeed in today's tech-driven world. Slothcast is brought to you by Priority Software, empowering businesses with cutting-edge ERP solutions for the modern economy. Today, our guest is Einav Peleg Cohen. She is the former CEO of Silverbyte, now Priority Hospitality, and has recently made a pivot and become head of business development at Priority Software. Einav, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
It's great to have you as a guest.
Great to be here.
All right, so let's get started. Looking back at your time as CEO of Silverbyte, and now in business development at Priority, what early decisions or strategic moves were most pivotal in shaping your leadership approach?
I think one of the early lessons I learned earlier as the CEO of Silverbyte was that technology alone never creates success. It's the alignment between people, vision, and execution does. Early on, we chose to invest heavily in long-term customer relationship rather than a short-term revenue optimization. That meant deeply understanding operational realities in hospitality and building solutions with the customer, not just for them. This shaped my leadership philosophy: listen first and build second. Another definition decision was to embracing partnership. Instead of protecting ownership boundaries, moving from a product-centric mindset to an ecosystem mindset this prepared my role as a priority where collaboration across markets, products, and team is essential. Leadership is less about control and more about creating clarity during change, and the clarity must be sharp.
Great, that's a great answer. So, branching off of that, you talked about partnership and the importance of putting the customer at the center. Silverbyte was a long-standing player in hospitality tech, later integrated into Priority's ERP ecosystem. What were the biggest challenges and opportunities you saw in transitioning a successful, standalone company into a global SaaS-focused organization?
I will answer you regarding the organization transformation. Team must change their mindset from a legacy model to a SaaS model, from a support reactive to a customer success proactive, from a project-based to a product-based, from a local focus, because Silverbyte was local focus, to global scale. So sales, support, R&D, finance, they all must evolve. From the product, it's about the product architecture, from the on-prem PMS to a cloud SaaS. Because Silverbyte grew up in an era of an on-prem installation, specific customization, and local databases, and needed a change to a global SaaS model, include multi-talent architecture with high availability and scalability. All of that without breaking the existing customers, because the legacy clients may resist losing their special version.
Wow, so that's definitely a challenge. In your view, what technological shifts, like cloud, AI, or automation, will define enterprise software in the next decade?
I think that what will reshape enterprise software will be, first, operational AI as a layer, not just a feature. AI will move from analytic support to operational decision-making system that will recommend, predict, and increasingly act autonomously. And the second is invisible software through automation, because user will react less in interfaces and more with outcomes. Automation will eliminate friction in routine processes, making a software feel embedded, then operated. And the last one is modular cloud ecosystem, meaning that organization will buy fully integrated system, adaptive platform connected through API. So eventually the winning platform will be those that combine flexibility with simplicity, allowing innovation without complexity.
Okay, so with all of these shifts in mind, what are the biggest misconceptions executives have about digital transformation, and how would you correct them?
I think that the biggest misconception is that digital transformation is one technology project. It's not. In reality, it's a leadership and organization transformation. Executives believe that maybe changing to new system equal transformation. So I would like to correct this by reframing transformation with a few questions. How do we make decisions differently? How do we empower employees with data? And how we redesign processes around customers? And then just after that, technology will enable the continuous change.
That's a really good point. It's so much more than just one little shift. A lot of my guests have also been saying that it's an organizational decision with so many stakeholders and people involved. With that in mind, what advice would you give to executives aiming to scale globally from a local or regional base?
That is a very good question, because you need to think about it from the beginning. Start globally mindset, even if you operate locally. Scalability must be designed from day one in the architecture, in partnership, and in the organizational structure. And my 3 practical advices would be: first, build standard processes early. Invest in partners who will help you grow and understand the local markets. And the last one will be to design product as a platform. It's crucial for to change from local to global.
Great, that's great advice. If you had to identify one core mindset or capability that future business leaders must cultivate to thrive, what would it be?
That would be definitely the adaptive learning. Because the pace of change means expertise will expire faster than ever. Leaders who succeed will not be those with the most answers, will be those who learn fastest and create an environment where learning is a continuous. Adaptive leaders are comfortable operating without full certainty. They experiment, listen, and adjust quickly.
Okay, and finally, if you could share one piece of advice with future entrepreneurs shaping the next wave of business innovation, what would it be?
Define a problem, the real one, and then build a solution for a real problem, not trends. Because technology cycles create excitement around AI today and something more tomorrow. And innovation is about being relevant and resilient. If you stay close to the customer, close to the department, and remain willing to evolve, innovation will become a continuous process rather than a single breakthrough.
Great, Einav. It looks like that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for being my guest on Slothcast today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a great day.
You're listening to Slothcast with Theodore P. Sloth. Honest conversations with innovators building the future. Brought to you by Priority Software.